Coming up next on Newswatch.
Need for foster families. Athens County is looking for more people to care for kids in need.
And a steep price hike. A new tax might really increase the price of your tobacco.
And in sports, find out if the Nelsonville York Lady Buckeyes were able to advance to their third consecutive district final. Newswatch starts right now.
Broadcasting live from WOUB TV in Athens. This is Newswatch.
A Jackson County minister is charged with multiple counts of rape involving adult and child victims. Good evening, I'm Carly Bell.
And I'm Mackenzie Pyatt. Thanks for joining us. Now, before that story, law enforcement in Athens are investigating 2 cases of sexual assault. The Ohio University Police Department is investigating another sexual assault allegation on campus. An OUPD officer went to a Blennis hospital last night to pick up an anonymous sexual assault evidence kit. Some have speculated that this kit is related to the Athens serial rapist. Lieutenant Tim Ryan believes there is no correlation between this and the serial rapist because of the limited information. And the Athens County Sheriff's Office is investigating a reported sexual assault of a 5-year-old girl. Sheriff Rodney Smith said O'Blennis Hospital called the office on Sunday to collect evidence of the reported crime. Deputies have talked to the child's parents and are investigating whether a family member is involved in the reported crime. And back to the Jackson County minister. The state attorney general's office says a grand jury indicted 67-year-old Dennis Wright on 7 counts of rape. The minister also is charged with sexual battery and assault of 2 minors. Attorney General Mike DeWine said the minister used his position of authority to target vulnerable victims who trusted him.
The West Virginia State Supreme Court will not rule on an assault as a hate crime. The case involves a former Marshall University football player who allegedly assaulted 2 gay men. This order was issued on February 9th. Stuart Butler has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of felony civil rights violations and 2 counts of misdemeanor battery. The incident occurred back in April of 2015. Domestic violence is on the agenda for the Ohio Senate. State senators are debating a bill that would shield the addresses of domestic violence victims from government documents. The bill is scheduled for a hearing today. It will allow victims to apply for a confidential address. The confidential address could be used in any public document. Victims of sexual assault and human trafficking could also apply.
And the number of children in custody of Athens County Children's Services continues to grow. Catherine Blaine joins us in the newsroom with more. Catherine?
Athens. Well, last year, 68 children came into the custody of the Athens County Children's Services, and I spoke with that agency today, and it says that they need more foster parents. As the number of children in need of foster care goes up, Athens County Children's Services works to educate potential foster families in the area.
And so a lot of times people think that, love is going to fix whatever it is that these children experience, which they do need a lot of love, but they also need a lot of support and a lot of understanding because the issues that they face, require counseling, sometimes require medical care.
The process to become a foster parent requires time and commitment. Although the county has several foster parents already at work, Angie Blakeman says the agency needs more.
We have a really nice network of families, a really good supportive group of families. But the reality is that we are having more children coming in, more younger children coming in than what we've ever seen. We have also been struggling with trying to keep children who are siblings together.
And a family recruiter for Child Services, Tanya Cure, agrees.
And watching the siblings have to be placed in different homes sometimes. Because we don't have enough homes and because our homes are full. And we have stellar foster families in Athens County, but we need more.
An informational meeting is coming up. If you're interested in becoming a foster parent, you can head over to the Athens County Children's Services this Thursday, February 25th. Reporting live.
Thanks, Blaine.
After a vote of no confidence, Myra Davis believes business is as usual at Hocking College. On February 9th, the Hocking College Board of Trustees publicly announced the decision of the faculty and staff. Betty Young did not make any comment to WOUB's request. In a previous interview with WOUB, the president of the association, Dr. Jerry Hart, said that Young was made aware of the calls for no confidence well before the trustees meeting. The college president received 92 votes of no confidence out of 99 voting members from the full-time faculty and professional staff.
Good evening. After a beautiful day today, we will see clouds start to move into the region as we go through the night, as a low pressure system brings rain into the region. Currently in Athens, it is 56 degrees with mostly cloudy skies, with winds northeast at 6 miles per hour. And if we look across the region, lows tonight will all be in the mid to upper 40s, 44 the low for tonight in Athens, and a little bit cooler up with 43 in Columbus. And down in Ironton, it will be a little bit warmer with a low of 48. And we will see rain start to move into the eastern part of the region over in Athens by about midnight. And if we go overnight, we'll see at 3 a.m. we have our greatest chance for rain at 90%, and that will continue through midday tomorrow. Back to you, Carly.
Thanks, Ananda. The 3-day sales tax holiday is returning to Ohio this summer. The Ohio Senate passed a bill today to ensure the tax holiday for at least 1 year. The sales tax break applies to clothing and footwear that cost $75 or less. It also applies to school supplies that cost $20 or less. The sales tax holiday will fall on the first weekend in August. Tobacco prices could be on the rise in West Virginia. Governor Earl Ray Tomblin originally proposed a plan that would raise the cigarette tax from 45 cents to $1, but a Senate committee approved to increase the cigarette tax further to $1.55. This increase would bring in an additional $115 million annually. Senators are also convinced the change would aid health plans beyond 2017. The West Virginia Senate will be voting on the hike next Tuesday.
And the federal government is using a social media campaign aimed at Ohio and 9 other states about refinancing for homeowners. They're using Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube with the hashtag HARPNOW to spread word about the Home Affordable Refinance Program. The campaign targets the 10 states with the most people eligible for the program. About 130,000 Ohio homeowners have used this program. And having a concealed carry without a permit is almost legal in West Virginia. The bill passed the West Virginia Senate 24-9. The bill will return to the House of Delegates after the Senate made some amendments to the bill over the weekend. If the bill is passed, West Virginia would become the 8th state in the U.S. that wouldn't require a permit for a concealed carry. However, people between 18 and 21 would still be required to have a permit. And a federal judge in Ohio says a former man accused of raising money for a former al-Qaeda leader can remain free on bond. Today, the judge said a glitch with an electronic monitoring device made it look like Sultan Rum Salim had left a Columbus mosque during prayer service, violating his bond. The judge says an official with the company that provided the GPS concluded that it malfunctioned.
Governor John Kasich set the date for his annual State of the State speech. He will give the address on April 6th at People's Bank Theater in Marietta. This is the 5th consecutive year he will deliver the speech outside the state capitol. It is scheduled for later than usual this year due to his extensive presidential campaign travels and crucial primaries he will face in these next 3 months. Meanwhile, on his campaign, Kasich visited Georgia today. That's after many GOP candidates backed Rubio yesterday. Many are saying Kasich should drop out and get out of Rubio's way. This is also following controversy this weekend when Kasich made a comment about women leaving the kitchen to support him. However, Kasich is not losing hope and says he will win his home state of Ohio.
Listen, I mean, everybody's getting slaughtered in their state, but we're within the margin of error, and we'll win Ohio. There's no question about it. It's very, very close, and we put a little effort in. I'm not worried. The last thing I worry about is how we'll do in Ohio. We'll win Ohio.
Ohioans will vote in the primary on March 15th.
And Kaiser's is becoming known for change. Just a few weeks after leaving its Court Street location, it is asking for a permit to serve beer at the market on State. Kaiser's plan to serve drafts and selection of bottles, local beers such as Jackie O's, Devil's Kettle, and Little Fish may be included. Owner Sean Kaiser was notified that Kaiser's is able to apply for a liquor license. Kaiser says he is excited about the addition.
What we're really looking to be able to do is complement our food. It's something we've kind of always wanted to do here. A lot of people, when they come and order, kind of always kid with us and ask for a beer. So it'd be great to be able to actually serve it to them.
Because there are no other establishments in Athens currently with this specific type of liquor license, Kaiser's Barbecue will not violate any quotas and should have no problem getting its liquor license. And after 7 years, President Obama is putting the final nails in Guantanamo Bay's coffin.
Low gas prices have helped many individuals, but still hurt parts of the national economy. And one of America's favorite chocolate factories has announced a recall. These stories and more when Newswatch returns.
What's happening, TVC basketball fans? My name is Sean Neidig, the host of Hardwood Heroes. Hardwood Heroes is a weekly half-hour show that airs on WOUB at 11 Sunday night and again at 6 on Monday. We provide you with the best Southeastern Ohio high school basketball coverage in the area, both on our show and on the web. Our reporters are at over 20 games every week to recap, so there is no way you can miss us. So tune in to Hardwood Heroes on Sunday night. And until then, I'm your host, Sean Neidig, reminding you to be heroic.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
Today, President Obama calls for the closure of Guantanamo Bay. This comes 7 years after his Oval Office vowed to permanently shut down the prison. Obama spoke today about the cost of keeping the Cuban facility open with less than 100 prisoners remaining there as the effectiveness of the prison.
For many years, it's been clear that the detention facility at Guantanamo Bay does not advance our national security. It undermines it.
This plan will involve transferring most of the remaining detainees to other countries. The rest who can't be transferred abroad will be sent to a detention facility in the United States that is yet to be determined.
The American chocolate maker Mars has announced a recall in 55 countries. Millions of Mars, Snickers, and Milky Way chocolate bars produced in the Netherlands are a part of the recall. The company said the chocolate bars should not be eaten with the best before dates between June and October of 2016. The recall went into effect after a customer in Germany found bits of plastic in a Snickers bar. The plastic was traced back to a Mars factory in the Netherlands. Celebration and Variety candy packs are also being recalled. And gas prices continue to fall. Ohio's average price for regular gas is slightly cheaper than the national average. The price per gallon in Ohio is about $1.69, while the national average is 2 cents higher. These low gas prices have rippled across the national economy, and it's not positive in all cases. One effect has been the massive cutback in jobs in the Bakken oil formation in North Dakota, and Montana drivers say they are happy fuel prices are low, but say they wouldn't mind spending a few extra bucks if it means helping the economy.
It would make things easier, yeah, it would help the economy. I don't see why it would be such a problem to pay a little bit more if it went towards the economy and to help fund everything that we need.
Gas prices have recently remained relatively low as a result of lower crude oil costs. And thanks to those low oil prices, stocks ended lower on Wall Street as another drop in commodities prices pulled down energy and material stocks, with some falling 11%. Here's a look at some stocks of local interest.
One credit card company has a new way to protect you from fraud. That involves a selfie. That story is still ahead.
The southern part of the country has seen pretty turbulent weather today. Could we hear a few rumbles of thunder in this area? That plus a potential weekend warm-up and your extended forecast coming up next on Newswatch.
Nestled in the heart of the Hocking Valley sits a town with a story. A story carved from mountains of coal, mixed with a little clay and sprinkled with a dash of culture. It's a story of national significance and local pride. A story rooted in the past that's still being written today. Join WOUB on March 19th at Nelsonville York High School for the premiere of Our Town, Nelsonville.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home.
Welcome back to the Newswatch Weather Center. I'm Ananda Harris. Currently in Athens, it is 56 degrees with cloudy skies. And if we look over at our almanac for today, the high for today was 59 degrees, which was well above normal for this time of year. The low this morning was 36 degrees, also well above our average of 27 degrees. But as we see a cold front move in, we will see temperatures return to normal. The record high for this day was 72 degrees, and the record low just last year at 0 degrees. And right now in Athens, it is 59 degrees. Looking across the region, temperatures are all in the mid to upper 50s, a little bit cooler up in the capital of Columbus at 54 degrees, and chilly down in Ironton at 53. We will see all of our temperatures get a lot cooler after tomorrow. And for tonight at 9 p.m., we'll still be pretty dry, but clouds will be increasing, 46 degrees. And by midnight, we'll start to see rain in our region, which will continue through tomorrow. And if we look at our precipcast, we'll see where all that rain is coming from. We have a low pressure system down in the south that has been causing lots of issues and severe weather down in the southern states. And for tomorrow, we will have 50 degrees at our bus stop in the morning, but we will be seeing that rain, so make sure you send your kids off with an umbrella. Oh, my graphic isn't moving, I apologize. And at 8 a.m. tomorrow, it will be 52 degrees, so still fairly warm, but we will be seeing those showers. By noon, 59 degrees, and also warmer at 3 p.m. at 61, but at 3 p.m. we will see a chance for some thunderstorms in the region. And if we look over across the region for the highs, tomorrow will be in the 60s, but again, with that precipitation, we'll feel a little bit cooler. High for tomorrow in Athens, 62 degrees, rainy, and that chance for thunderstorms in the afternoon. And looking at our 7-day, tomorrow will be our warmest day this week at 62 degrees. After we see that cold front move in, we will go down to 35 degrees by Friday. But as we move toward the weekend, we'll move back up into the mid-60s. And as we go through the beginning of the week, we'll cool down a little bit more as we see another cold front move in on Sunday night with a high of 45 on Monday with another chance for precipitation. Over to you, Mackenzie.
Thanks, Ananda. To many, selfies are part of everyday life, but now MasterCard wants to use selfies to help prevent fraud. Mary Maloney has the details.
Forget a password. MasterCard is launching new technology so you can use selfies to approve online purchases. The company says selfies and fingerprint scans are safer than typed passwords, especially since many of our passwords are easy for scammers to guess. If you want to use your pick to pay, download the MasterCard Identity Check app. It has you take a selfie each time you buy something online. Your face or fingerprint will be scanned to prove it's you spending the money and not a scammer. But you won't be able to use the same picture over and over. MasterCard makes you blink to show that you're taking that pic as you shop. The fingerprint scan is a little easier, especially if you have a new iPhone with the technology already built in. But it's not just MasterCard that's looking for new ways to prevent fraud. If you have an HSBC account, you will soon be able to use your fingerprint and voice to access money. And MasterCard is researching ways to use your heartbeat and scans of your eyes to authenticate purchases. This could be the future of protecting online shoppers from fraud. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
Now, MasterCard is reportedly also working on those heartbeat scans, iris scans, and voice authentication in place of traditional passwords.
I'm Patrick Klinger, and today in sports, I'll get you caught up on all the latest local high school basketball. Where last night, the Nelsonville York Lady Buckeyes had a huge postseason showdown. And also, the Ohio men's basketball team is on the road at Bowling Green tonight. When we come back, we'll take a little rewind action at the first matchup between these two teams. All that's coming up and more when Newswatch returns. And don't remote, because here's a look at what's coming up tonight on your public television station.
What's happening, TVC basketball fans? My name is Sean Neidig, the host of Hardwood Heroes. Hardwood Heroes is a weekly half-hour show that airs on WOUB at 11 Sunday night and again at 6 on Monday. We provide you with the best Southeastern Ohio high school basketball coverage in the area, both on our show and on the web. Our reporters are at over 20 games every week to recap, so there is no way you can miss us. So tune in to Hardwood Heroes on Sunday night. And until then, I'm your host, Sean Neidig, reminding you to be heroic.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open. You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
When it comes to high school hoops, it is no surprise to see the Nelsonville York Lady Buckeyes having success in the postseason. And last night they squared off with North Adams in hopes to advance to their third consecutive district championship. Now, however, the Lady Green Devils were having absolutely none of that. And they came storming back in the second half, going on a 19-7 run to take the lead and ultimately the 57-54 victory. Now, despite junior Jesse Addis's 21 points, the Lady Bucks took the loss and they finished 17-7 in Doug Whiteman's first season as head coach. And with the win, North Adams advances to the district finals on Saturday, where they will meet Ironton. And the action on the court isn't going to slow down tonight. The Trimble Tomcats tip off their District 4 postseason run as they take on the St. Joe Flyers. Now, the boys in Gloucester are coming into this game riding a 5-game winning streak, which was good enough to help them earn a share of the TVC Hawking crown. Senior guard Justice Jenkins and big man Bryce Guthrie will be the dynamic duo to watch tonight as they hope to push Trimble past another unfamiliar opponent. And some of that spring-like weather we've been dealing with lately moves us on over to the baseball diamond, where 2 Ohio baseball players earned a conference honors this week. Junior second baseman Ty Black took home MAC East Player of the Week, while senior pitcher Jake Miller was crowned as the MAC East Pitcher of the Week. Black is hitting .600 through his first 3 starts, and Miller tossed a team-high 8 strikeouts in the Bobcats series opener with UNC Asheville. And Ohio fans have a lot more to look forward to tonight, where in just a few minutes they hope to avenge their January 12th home loss to Bowling Green. Now, the last time these teams met, the Falcons dominated the Cats 91-75, scoring 58 points in the second half. Now, things got a little bit chippy in this as a scuffle broke out, causing a break in the action inside the convo. So this is definitely not one you're going to want to miss. It's going to have a lot of intensity, and this one could potentially have a little bit of a different outcome. Ohio is currently on a 5-game winning streak, playing their best basketball of the year as the MAC tourney approaches. The Bobcats need a W tonight to keep pace with Akron, who sit just 1 game above them in the standings. It was a rare night for LeBron James last night, where he scored just 12 points in the Cavs' 96-88 loss to the Detroit Pistons. James went 5 for 18 from the floor, missing all of his 3-point attempts. The King tied his lowest scoring output of the season. And turnovers plagued the Cavs throughout the game as they committed 12 in the first half. It allowed the Pistons to have a comfortable lead going into the half, not one that even Kyrie Irving could erase, as he led the Cavs in scoring, finishing with 30 points. And Cleveland will look to bounce back against Charlotte tomorrow night. And finally, on the ice, 3 goals in the second period allowed the Blue Jackets to sneak past the Boston Bruins 6-4. Boone Jenner scored twice, surpassing the 20-goal mark on the season. And Brandon Saad, William Karlsson, Scott Hartnell, and Dalton Prout also contributed to the win. And with the victory, the Blue Jackets improved to 5-1-1 in their past 7 road games. Columbus went 2 for 3 on the power play and also killed both of their penalty kills. The Blue Jackets are on the road again tonight as they will square off with the Detroit Red Wings. And that puck drops at 7:30. Now, Nanda, I got to get out of here because the Ohio game starts at 7, and I got to catch that, so we'll send it to you.
Thanks. Currently, we have temperatures in the mid-50s across the region with dry conditions. However, as we go through the night, we will see rain move into our region. And tomorrow, the high in Athens will be 62 degrees, and we will see thunderstorms in the afternoon hours. Looking at our 7-day, we will see a cold front move in, causing temperatures to be in the 30s Thursday and Friday, but will warm up as we go through the weekend. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Ananda. I'm looking forward to maybe this warm weekend warm-up. I don't know. It's spring break's coming. It'll give me a little taste. I don't know. What about this rain?
Yeah, I'm definitely not looking forward to the rain, but the nice warm weather.
And that does it for our broadcast this evening. Thanks for watching. I'm Carly Bell.
And I'm Mackenzie Pyatt. Stay tuned for the PBS NewsHour coming up next. And remember, you can find the latest news anytime at WOUB.org. Have a great night.
What's happening, TVC basketball fans? My name is Sean Neidig, the host of Hardwood Heroes. Hardwood Heroes is a weekly half-hour show that airs on WOUB at 11 Sunday night and again at 6 on Monday. We provide you with the best Southeastern Ohio high school basketball coverage in the area, both on our show and on the web. Our reporters are at over 20 games every week to recap, so there is no way you can miss us. So tune in to Hardwood Heroes on Sunday night. And until then, I'm your host, Sean Neidig, reminding you to be here.